now for Top Talkers. Here's my panel today. We have Rick Gibbons from 580 CFRA, Connie Bernardi from Majic, and John Brenner, as you see on our show every morning, from CFRA. All right, Anne of Green Gables. What comes to mind when you think of Anne of Green Gables?
Well, I think of freckles, I think of red hair, and I think of pigtails.
Okay. That's no longer Anne of Green Gables. According to Amazon.com, they have a publisher that took the book and put a new picture on it, put a new face to Anne of Green Gables. And now I think we can have a look. She is blonde. She looks much older than 11 years old. And she's wearing a plaid shirt. There we go. A different look for Anne of Green Gables. Connie, what do you think about this?
It doesn't make sense. The picture doesn't even match the girl in the story. I can understand if they changed and they modernized the book, but if they're keeping the book the same way, it doesn't. You wouldn't even make the comparison between the. It got me so mad when I saw this yesterday because I love the book and I don't understand why they had to do that.
So you're saying there's no bleach in Avonlea?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Marilla would not have allowed it.
I'm just thinking of those tens of thousands of tourists who go every year to Prince Edward Island in search of the home of Anne of Green Gables, many of them Americans, only to discover now that she's a Dallas cheerleader.
Yeah, she looks nothing like Anne of Green Gables, the Anne of Green Gables in Lucy Maud Montgomery's books that we know of, and that we've. This has been an icon in Canadian, literature for many, many years. Is it disgraceful that they change it? Is it distasteful that they take some things that's historic in a way and change it like that?
I don't think so, because in terms of reboots, nothing is hands off. Basically, there's so much artistic license out there that when you're trying to, especially when you're trying to resurrect a franchise and bring it to another audience that may have not been exposed to it, you have to make it relevant, okay? And the description that Rick gave probably isn't relative to a younger demographic in this era. Versus what the original Anne of Green Gables storyline is.
So are they just trying to get a whole new audience? Is this more of a a media grab? I mean, look we're talking about it. Other networks are talking about it.
Certainly, yes, and it is about attracting more people, a new audience, so that they can repackage and reinvigorate the franchise.
Yeah, but that new audience is going to be so disappointed when they start reading the book and the girl on the cover has nothing to do with the girl in the book.
In this case, you do judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, you do.
And you won't be able to.
No.
And it's not the end of the reboots either. Lassie's coming out and is now a pit bull. It changes the tenor.
Getting into the year 2013. Well, I think there's quite a few opinions on that one. We've got another story this morning about women having it all. If women have it all, if they're successful, they're career-oriented, can they really have it all, or does their house suffer? Connie, you've got it all. You're a successful woman. Is your house a mess?
Oh my God, don't ever come to my house. You can write your name on my furniture. No, you know what? A friend of mine said something really great to me when I had my daughter, my second child. She says, your kids will remember the time you spent with them, not how clean your house was. So yes. I've kind of stuck with that.
Now the study suggests though that women won't even, women that are successful implies that perhaps they make maybe a little bit more money too, won't even take that money to hire anybody to clean their house. Is it a pride thing?
Well, there might be an element of that, but I have to admit that the sound of a vacuum cleaner makes me sleep. I don't know if there's a name for that affliction, and I know there's no cure. At least I hope there isn't. So, which is a long way of saying you're really asking the wrong guy. In my house, the house tidies when I'm asleep or a hockey game is on. So it's a magic thing, and I know that you can spoil it if you ask too many questions.
Well, in my house, I'm out. My wife is out. My kids. What can I say? So it gets done when it gets done, and it's whoever has the time.
Yeah.
And I think again we're talking. See, these stories happen because people confuse yesteryear with now. Okay, and it's not the thing that a woman is staying at home and looking after the house exclusively. It's a partnership now.
Right, because that in itself for women who do stay home, ask them, it's a full-time job, keeping house, raising children. So the women that are going to work and putting their work perhaps first, sweeping the floor is going to be secondary to their job and raising their family.
But it is true. I think more women and more couples today agree to spend the extra money and maybe every 2 weeks have someone come in and clean. I think that was something that was the exclusive purview of the very rich a number of years ago, and I think it's entered the mainstream right now. I think middle Canada, a lot of average Canadians now recognize that as an important contribution, an important investment in the family.
Right. And it can save a lot of heartache for a lot of relationships
Exactly.
and a lot of time. All right, thanks very much to Rick, Connie, and John today. That's today's Top Talker.